So I've just parked in Paisley Bridge. I've dropped them off at a park. This is part of the museum, I think, up this area here. You have to pay to get in though. This is part of the museum and that here. I'll come back here shortly because I've just parked the car down here. I'm going to go to the park and pick them up. These houses are from 1901. These ones, it's stone houses. They've got basements, you can see here. So we're down the bottom near the river, but it steeply climbs up a bridge. Have a bit of a wander around. There's all stuff in there, isn't there? Nice gardens. So we're just down by the river. So the River Nid. This is it here. There's quite a lot of people milling around. There's the bunting out for the street up there, Main Street. So you can do a path along there, along the river, that side, 1.5 miles. We're just going to cross the bridge here. Looks like there's a road bridge and a separate footbridge, which is a bit weaker, like out of wood or something, this one. It's the old stone bridge. These walls must be to protect these houses, which are quite low from flooding. They're actually quite low down when you look at them. That must be a flood wall there, that wall. So there is the Nid, the River Nid. Comes down from Scar and Angram reservoirs at the very top, Steenmoor at the top there. There is a car park behind display there, cricket field. And they've got a show on in September, 19th of September, the Nidderdale show. And then here is, I'll just drop them off up this road a bit, and then we're going to walk across these fields and into the park. So I'm going to pick them up here. You can see there's Alice and Mary. So this is also a levee here to stop the flooding from the river. You can see it's terraced up. This is the War Memorial. Bowling green and things like that, and bandstands. That's what she said. That's just St Cuthbert's Primary School. That. So I've been in there before. That's the Area Backsline Natural Beauty head offices for Nidderdale.
Alright, darling. I don't know what
You pay to get in there. So this is St Cuthbert's Church, opened in 1828. Inside is a bell, which is believed hung originally in Fountains Abbey. But it's got corrugation. It looks a bit like a bell rope there. That's not quite what I was expecting.
I was expecting.
They've used half of it for like a foyer thing in there, haven't they? Got like the choir loft up there. Big organ. So if you ever in Paisley Bridge, you can know that there's toilets in that church. Nobody in there, nice and quiet and all that. It's in Cuthbert's. So the Freemasons is getting the roof redone there. I think we're walking towards the High Street, which goes right up the steep hill here. Paisley Playhouse. Originally Salvation Army Citadel. Playhouse from 1968. Hunter's Cottage, somebody's got a parcel. The courtyards. Some butchers there. And so this is the High Street with the bunting on, coming out part way up. Lots of these, look at that old archway and everything, that's not very straight, that wall there. Old windows, doors.
Oh, look, here we go.
Just keep going to the top then. £16.64 that one. Win this home, £10 a ticket. Right. £10 a ticket. The George Inn, £16.64 that one. So the brewery, which was originally that pub down there, expanded here until the early 20th century. Here come the coach trips. So 1661, not the oldest sweet shop in England, look Mary. See that? The oldest sweet shop in England.
We've got over 1,000 lines, you know.
That one there. Steps. The museum that we didn't go into because it's free on the 10th, which is Heritage Open Weekend. So we didn't miss too much, did we? So this is actually selling original film posters. It's closed, but it's like a gallery of original film posters. So just for scale, look at the size of that car there. Good stand. So look at that. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? I wonder what this is all about, yeah. Some there, look. These little cars. You can see the normal size cars next to it. So there's a normal size car and you've got these tiny ones on. Like earlier, when I was saying these are 1901, they're not. They're much older. You can tell they're older. These on the end are 1901. They've been added on to the older buildings. That's the old building. and that's 1901 there. So these are much older, stonework and everything on them. We've just driven up a very steep hill from Pateley Bridge, which is sort of down the valley bottom here, and this is the road we drove through. There's some gigantic boulders on the hillside on this steep hill coming up, amongst all this bracken and everything here. And they said this is Note Moor. It's open access land. If for access to it, you can see we're there, Note Moor, lots of public footpaths and things. Bewley, glass houses, Holland Farm and all that. Just tell the information about moorland management, that's all. But yeah. So you can actually see from where we've parked for some tea, we're just coalstone cut there on top of the hill. So that was the quarry art thing. That's where we were before. So then we came down Pateley Bridge down there, and we've come up this road from Pateley Bridge to here. There's all sorts of paths and that leading from here. I don't know if I can see any of those big boulders. Come out of that bracken area onto a bit of a heath. Maybe you can see some of the cars that direction, but just coming up here you can see more of Nidderdale there. I'll just see this is a boulder there, but I've just come up here and I can see it looks like a sort of turret or something there. See that there? What's that? There's a massive house down there. See that? Right down there. But yeah, I'm just seeing what this just looks like a ruin here. So this, which looks like a monastic ruin, these two towers here with archways and everything, of course it looks huge. It looks like it must have been a massive monastery or church here. But of course it's on a hilltop. It's not flat ground, and it's actually fake. It's a folly that was built in 1779 by John Yorke. So it's called Yorke's Folly, or sometimes called the Stoop. And he built it with wanting something to view from his massive house in the valley bottom, which we just looked at before, and that was called Guy's Cliff, that huge house I pointed out when we looked down to the valley. So it's just a fake thing, a folly. It did originally have 3 towers to it, but the third one, which was the biggest and had like a little slit window in the side of it and that, actually blew down, and there was a massive storm in 1893, and that blew that one down. So there's only 2 parts of the folly left now. So yeah, so that was it. So it's a fake thing, but still quite old, but it's a fake thing. And that's what that's about anyway. So it was interesting to see that. It was unusual. I didn't expect to see it.